It's probably the most confused you've gotten while trying to give someone hints. What is this place? He kept jumping between thinking that I solved the greater than solution and didn't solve it. I've been pointing out so much that I got the greater than solution in this goddamn corner the whole time. You're so sure we already tried that? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I already tried this fucking solution like I was saying for like I don't know how long I was stuck on this, like the past hour. Oh, fuck math puzzles. For some reason the arrows were the other way when you're trying to do head math. Oh. Those doors are white. The arrows on the case meant to reverse the greater than order? Wait, the arrows on the case meant to reverse it? Do you mean like people were like they expected people to look at the size of the targets first and then look at the greater than symbol or something? I guess I must have been that rare case where like I looked at the greater than sign first. Did they just not expect people to like think about like the greater than sign immediately upon first inspection of the case before they even open it? I know with puzzles or just like kind of designing things, like you kind of have to take into account like how people will perceive like information given to them, but you know how I thought that? I mean, like I kind of saw that like the icons were slightly different in size. Like I kind of got that, but I mean maybe there's just me whining in hindsight, but I kind of wish they made the target icons just a little bit more distinct with the size, because like it's kind of barely bigger than the next one. So I'm like, is it really that significant? Or it's like, I thought they would have made the red target like even smaller and the green target even bigger to just give you that blaring indication. Just, okay, the red is really small and the green is really big. The dart was clearly bigger. Such a big sign would throw off anyone too. Maybe. But to me, like, because I didn't really see, or at least to me, I didn't see too much of a difference. Like, I saw a difference. I just didn't think it was significant enough to have me go, oh, red is less than blue, less than green. But then when I saw the greater than sign, I'm like, oh, there we go. I need to find a number bigger than blue, bigger than green. You need to buy groceries and stuff so you don't starve starvation. Don't think about the writer's reasoning too much. Alright, Snack. Good luck with grocery shopping. The greater than sounds were way too big for a secret answer. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, with the secret answers, like... Or, well, no, like, let me rephrase it. Like, with the proper answers, they should be the thing that comes out to you first. But, I mean, then again, you know, other people can perceive things differently, so... People might have just ignored the greater sign or whatever, thinking it's some kind of design on the case. But... I don't know. Maybe they were just under the assumption that people just didn't have math on the mind. Because I've seen a fair share of people who just don't want anything to do with math, so I guess I don't blame them for thinking that, but yeah, that puzzle was kind of, it was kind of messed up. Like I was getting, I like that puzzle. It's not well presented. Yeah. Like they presented like the secret solution like really easily. The proper one, not so much. Most people you've seen doing this were also confused by the dart puzzle. Yeah, I would imagine. Even though you love this game. Some of the puzzles are kind of dumb. Speaking of dumb puzzles, we don't talk about the drink mixing game ever again. Although, to be fair, that one was entirely on me for not reading the goddamn lines. You're just mad you kind of gave bad info, though? Well, this one's locked. You don't want to look up answers because, like, popping up, or things popping up that you forgot about? Yeah. I get that. It reminds me of, like, when I played, like, some of the Professor Layton games way back when, and ended up replaying them some years later. It's still fun trying to solve the puzzles you did but completely forgot about. Although I never ever did finish those challenge puzzles in most of the Professor Layton games. Like the really obscure ones that really make you think, especially stuff like the I know they had like a couple puzzles where you had to like move a ball to or out of a box or to the exit while moving several blocks around. Some of them, obviously the ones to proceed with the story were easy, but then like some of the optional challenge ones, oh my god, I spent so long trying to figure it out without looking it up, and I still haven't looked them up. Some of those puzzles still haunt me to those days, or to this day. Oh shit, my headphones. Block sliding puzzles. I both like and hate block sliding puzzles. It's all fun and games until, like, you just can't figure out the one combination of movements you need to actually, like, move things out of the way. So these would be the next doors to open. We should go let the, or we should go let the others know. Alice and I turned to go, but Kay stayed put. Is something wrong?
Yeah.
Seen this warehouse before. Wait, you've been here before? Dio!
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り45分です。
Oh, not again. What the hell?
他のチームがベイビーゲートを開けてしまったのかも。
まだ私たちが戻ってないのに？
他の人間のことなどどうでもいい。そういうことだわ。さあ、私たちも急いで戻りましょう。
Yeah. Let's get going, guys. Huh? Wait. Oh, right. There's like this door. More doors. Door opening sim.
シグマ。
Where's Tenmyoji's team? Are they not back yet?
ああ、私たちが一番だった。
だったら AB ゲートを開けるのはもうちょっと待ちなさいよ。
私も止めたんだよ。だけどディオが。
ゲートをいつ開こうと勝負には関係ないんだからいいだろ。
いいわけないでしょ。
Only good thing about emulator was the speed up button. It's not too bad to wait out the like walking or full animations, but
ディオさんたちのチームは随分と戻ってくるのが早かったんですね。
Dio just staying true to his character.
探索は順調に進んだんですか？
まあな。
Which room did you guys go
治
to?
療室だ。
Treatment center? How's that different from the infirmary?
治療室には治療用のポッドってやつが置いてあって、まあ百聞は一見にしかず。詳しいことは後であの部屋に行って自分の目で確かめてみてくれ。
そういえばディオ、部屋を出るときに。
は？何のことだ？
私も見たよ。金庫を開けた時、中に入ってたものをポケットに出しなさいよ。
何すんだよ、やめろ。
Clover shoved their hand into Dio's pocket and then began to dig around.
確かこのポケットに。
離せよ。
Before Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
ほら、やっぱり。
Oh, an injection gun. The label on the vial says neostigmine, or yeah. What's this stuff for?
わかんないけど、この名前どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
Oh yeah, we didn't look at the lore. We'll look at it after the cutscene.
返せよ。そいつは俺が見つけたんだから俺のものだ。
ちょっと。
With a desperate lunge, Dio managed to grab the gun back from Clover. But before she had a chance to protest,
お前さんたち空腹を見なかったか？
Quark, did something happen to him?
赤の扉の先には食料庫があったんですけど、そこを出て通路をしばらく進んでいったら。
行けるところは全て探したんじゃが見つからなくてな。
Think he's lost?
おいおい、そんなのんきな話か？あのガキも今頃どっかで殺されちまってるかもってことだよ。死体がすでに1体発見されてること。
バカなことを言うな。
そうですよ。そんな縁起でもないこと言わないでください。
俺は可能性の話をしたまでだ。
Well, even if it is, we should all be looking for him.
頼む。
As we began to file out, I saw Alice staring intently into the corner of the warehouse. It seemed strange, but looking for Quark was my priority. I turned and headed toward the magenta door. Oh no, Alice, not again! No, she found it again! Okay, let's go read that lore now. So, wound, 4th intercostal left between 4th and 5th ribs. On the upper left chest, stab wound caused by a knife or sharp object. Wound margin clean and continuous. Wound margins are consistent with the stab wound. Wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Consistent knife wound. Most knives have 1 sharp cutting edge, 1 flat, and 1 flat edge, which will produce this wound profile. Wound 2, wound cavity. I mean, we already read this during the Atom scan. So, the coroner. Not to be confused with a coroner. A coroner is a government official who assists law enforcement by investigating the causes of death and dealing with the paperwork and logistics surrounding corpses. It can also be used colloquially to refer to someone who performs these duties, whether or not they're actually employed by the government. An autopsy is a post-mortem surgery that examines a body in detail to determine the cause of death and evaluate any diseases or injuries that might be present. Is also super gross. see. Luminol is an organic compound with a chemical formula C8H7N3O2. When mixed with a hydroxide salt and hydrogen peroxide, it will glow blue when it comes into contact with blood and other certain substances. This property has made it a useful tool in crime investigations. It can reveal blood stains that have been cleaned up. Keep this in mind next time you're contemplating how to deal with the neighbors listening to death metal at 3 in the morning. Wait a second. Bracelet 2. At first glance, Kay's bracelet seems to be different from the others. Specifically, it appears to be attached to his suit, although the design is slightly different. It is not a part of his suit. The bracelet is attached directly to his wrist, with the face looking through a hole in the hole of his armor. Just like with the other bracelets, it only comes off when he escapes when his heart stops beating. Wait. Wait, the more I look at this again, how does he find the time when there's no buttons on it? Am I thinking too much into that? Wait. Because you need to press the buttons to bring up the timer. Huh. Let's see, generalized amnesia. It's a smartwatch. A memory condition where, or was it generalized amnesia? A memory condition where the sufferer retains knowledge such as language, social common sense, and so on, but memories of their own past and personality disappear. Its cause is usually psychological, but in rare cases, it can be caused by serious head trauma. Case suggested that an extremely painful breakup might have been the cause of his condition. But generalized amnesia usually requires a much more powerful trigger than breaking up with someone. In fact, the painful breakup often has the opposite effect. You want to desperately forget, and find that to be impossible, which leads to all sorts of other mental disorders, or so the person sitting behind me says. Wait a second. Guess not. Damn. Let's try floor B then. Timioji's team took the red door. They probably already searched that area pretty thoroughly. Maybe we'll try the blue door. Okay, the weapons are still there. Quark! Where are you? He's not here either. Where the hell did he go? Nothing. Can't find him anywhere. What about you? Oh, never mind. If you found him, you'd have said something already. Oh well. Let's head back to 4A warehouse.
Sigma, K, どうじゃった?
Sorry, we couldn't find him anywhere.
そうか。
戻ってきているのは天明寺さんとファイさんと。
ああ、
I'm guessing you guys didn't have any luck either.
残念だけど。
しかし下船な。これだけの人数で探せばすぐに見つかりそうなものだが。
クオーク君は私たちと違って子供です。どこか小さな隙間に潜り込んで。
Well, wouldn't we at least be able to hear him calling for help?
確かにそうだよね。
クオーク。
Temioji's shoulders slumped. He looked old, much older than he had when we met. I could see tears glistening at the corners of his eyes. For just a moment, I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair, and I felt like someone had put my heart in a vice. Then Dio appeared and the mood suddenly changed.
おい、誰か来てくれ。みんな
Dio?
早くキャビンに。
What?
とにかく早く。
It's always the crew quarters. So now they're both dead at what seems to be the same time. How?
心臓が止まればその人のバングルは外れるようになってるんだよさ。
There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing? Heartbeat? My footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand toward Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Looking down, it was clear why. Something had been driven into her chest so far that only the hilt was visible, and the entire front of her body covered in blood. No one could survive something like that. I forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turned toward Luna. Unlike Alice, at first glance, she seemed unharmed. As I reached for her neck to check for a pulse, however, I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew what I would find, but I pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
なんということじゃ。
一体二人に何が。
あいつが殺したんだ。
Huh? Who?
あの AB ルームのババアを殺した犯人だよ。
You're saying this mysterious person killed Luna and Alice?
一人を殺害している現場を見られて、口封じにもう一人を殺害したのかもしれん。
あるいは相打ちという可能性も。ルナさんがアリスさんの胸に凶器を突き立て、アリスさんが注射銃をルナさんに。
それは考えにくいだろう。見ろ、アリスの死体。着衣の乱れが全くない。揉み合ったとはとても思えん。
では2人は別の場所で殺害され、ここに運び込まれたというのはどうじゃ。
いや、もしもそうならばここにこんなにも大量の血が残っているはずはないでしょう。
確かにそれもそうじゃな。
何にせよ、今の時点では手がかりがなさすぎて、私たちはクオークを探すために誰にでも犯行の機会はあったはず。
You mean the killer's one of
こ
us?
の施設の中に私たち以外の人間がいると思うのか。
やはりゼロボスがローバとこの二人を殺害したのでしょうか。
冗談じゃないぜ。こんなところもう1秒だっていられるか。
騒いでも仕方がないじゃろう。
殺人犯がこの中にいるんだぞ。落ち着いてる方がおかしいだろ。
さも自分は犯人ではないという口ぶりだが、一
Yeah.
番怪しいのはディオ。
It was the one who hid the injection gun from everyone that Clover fished out of his pocket. Hello? So you're telling me you stole and hid an injection gun with some vial of whatever, and said somehow someone stole it and used it.
なんだと。
みんなが英会の倉庫に集まったのを見計らって、アリスとルナを殺害。それから第一発見者のふりをして、
And then you self-reported.
俺がやったっていうのかよ。
可能性の話だ。人事だと思わないことだな。
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り10分です。 プレイヤーは速やかに投票を済ませてください。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は協力に設定されます。
So if you don't vote, your choice is set to ally? Guess that means Luna's vote would be ally for this round.
そういうことですね。もしかしたらそれが犯人の狙いでは。
They killed Alice and Luna for that? Who would Luna's opponent be?
わしとクオークじゃ。
チームの中の一人は行方不明、一人は死亡か。このジジイが一番怪しいじゃねえか。
なんじゃと？
AB ゲームを都合よく進めるために殺したんじゃねえのか。
バカなことを言うな。だったらアリスのことはどうなるんじゃ。アリスの対戦相手は K じゃろ
う。私の場合は当てはまりませんよ。アリスさんがいなくてもペアのシグマさんが投票できますから。
だからルナが死んだんじゃないのか。本来であればシグマを殺すつもりだったところが手違いでルナを。
Everyone's kind of sus.
そう言われては何とも返す言葉がありません。憶測でなら何とでも推理できますよ。
Oh, we should probably head back to the
で
warehouse.
したらお二人のバングルを持っていきましょう。
Huh? Do they really matter anymore?
バングルがなければこの先の CD が開けられません。
こんな時によくそんな冷静でいられるな。
Oh my god, Dio's always the asshole in Among Us lobbies that's just throwing shade on frigging everyone. Oh my god.
やっぱりお前がやったんじゃねえのか。
The one guy who doesn't know when to shut the hell up. Oh my god.
キリがありませんね。次は何ですか。仮面をかぶってるから犯人だですか。
Dio is that Among Us player that thinks being loud equals right? What exactly is K wearing all the time? Is that plot armor? I've seen like Among Us matches where people just devolve into just shout matches. And I'm just like, oh, come on.
なんだと？バカにしてんのか？
Knock it off. Is there really any point into arguing about this?
同感だ。時間ばかりが過ぎていくぞ。
失礼しました。では倉庫に戻りましょう。
アリス。
Come on, Clover. We gotta go.
やだ、私は行かない。アリスのそばにいる。
四つ葉が投票しなければディオが脱出してしまうかもしれないんだぞ。現在のディオの BP は6だ。四つ葉が投票を棄権すれば自動的に協力が選ばれる。ディオは当然裏切りを選ぼうとするだろう。そうなれば 6+3 で9、脱出することができる。もちろんディオのペアである私はしかしディオだってバカじゃない。何とかして私を妨害しようとするはずだ。
ディオが9に。
どうするんだ。
You think your only response is to shout louder? You're not a very good player.
容疑者の一人が逃げてしまうかもしれないんだぞ。
分かったよ。投票9になんて絶対させない。
よし、では行こう。
Have to betray Dio. Oh, you're the
アンビレ
sus
ック
one.
スゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り5分です。
Took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Who was Quark? I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games. But at this point, I didn't really have a choice. There's no way someone named Dio can be a bad person. Wait a second. Let me check again. Oh, intro. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance to my AB room.
シグマさん、一緒に協力を出しませんか？
Huh?
シグマさんの現在の BP はこのラウンドでお互いに協力を出せば2点が加算されて7点になります。そして次回もまた対戦相手と共に協力を出し合えばさらに2点が加わって9点。逆にシグマさんが今回裏切りを選んで3点が加算されたとしても合計値は8。つまりいずれにせよ次回の AB ゲームでしか9点にはならないということです。であるならばここはお互いに歩み寄って確実に2点を獲得した方が賢明でしょう。
But what if I wanted to say no? True, but how many points do you have?
私
As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB game. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round. Sigma's here, Sigma, here's where I ask you to trust me. Okay.
それはそうですが私は何もいち早く脱出したいわけではありません。
Okay, I believe you. But you picked Betray in the first round, didn't
あれ
you?
はあくまでも念のためです。3点の状態で2点を引かれたらなんとも心もとないでしょ。その点今は気が楽なものです。
Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
もちろん私もここから出たいとは思っています。ただいち早くとは考えていないだけです。
Why is that?
なんでって私が脱出したら残された皆さんは永久に出られなくなってしまうのですよ。
Huh. What are you talking
ゼ
about?
ロが言っていたではありませんか。
Yeah.
9の扉はたった一度だけしか開放できないんださ。ひとたび閉まったが最後、二度と開くことはできないので、その時は覚悟するようになんだろさ。
The good guy? Yeah, how could you not trust the guy who has so much fun riding on, or going on that ride in the rec room? He had so much fun in that picture. How can he possibly betray us? I forget, like, what were those, machines specifically called again? The ones you ride on? Forget if there's like a specific name for those.
9の扉は一度しか開けない。
So if someone opens it and
そうで
escapes,
すよ。気づいていなかったんですか。余計なことを言いましたから。
hey, don't tell me you're planning to leave us, to just leave us all in the lurch and take up by yourself.
するわけないでしょう。それに落ち着いて考えてみてください。
Consider the following.
もしも私が9点になったとして皆さんは私をすんなりと脱出させてくれますか。自分たちが永久に取り残されるのに。
Well, no, of course we'd stop you.
でしょ。
Oh my god, his face.
ならば私は波風立てず皆さんと一緒に脱出する道を選びますよ。
投票の締め切りまで残り1分です。
そろそろ時間のようです。それではよろしくお願いします。
Uh-huh. Yeah, of course. Is this the face of someone untrustworthy? You too. Kay had made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose Ally? If I chose Ally and he chose Betray, he'd have 9 and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try to escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? How much could I trust, or how much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り10秒です。
I too would like to stay stuck somewhere with a potential killer on the loose. Yeah, I mean, we can just find him and deal with him. Easy.
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I'll just play the naive boy again. I lied. I can already tell this is going to end.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンド終了。結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
Pepe left. I don't know.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンドの結果を発表します。一同画面にご注目ください。
Alright. Create an ally. Yeah, I knew it. So Quark and Kay can get out. Uh-huh. I kind of got that idea from the beginning.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認く
Rip
ださい。
Alice. Alice is already dead, though. She has a knife through her chest. So... What?
やはりシグマさんは協力を選んだのですね。
You tricked me!
すみません。
おいふざけんなよシグマ。お前のせいで K が9点になっちまったじゃねえか。
But he's not going to just leave us. Now she's dead twice. It doesn't work like that.
信じていただいたところ申し訳ありませんが、私は先に脱出します。
Yeah. What? Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with speed and agility that belied his size. In a blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
K! この野郎待ちやがれ。
He didn't give any sign that he heard Dio, just grabbed the lever and pulled it down. As if it wasn't obvious enough.
9の
9の扉が開放されました。9の扉閉鎖まで残り9秒です。
Why'd you do it? I trusted you, Kay.
当然のことですよ。すでにこの建物の中では2人、いや3人もの人間が他殺体として発見されているのです。これ以上この場に留まっていては私の身が危険だからです。だから私は
God damn it,
す
Kay.
みません。でも外に出たら真っ先に警察に連絡しますからご安心ください。
The police? What would the police be?
それでは
You don't even know where you're gonna be when you get out. And hello, you have your armor. Kay, wait. He even turned around.
9の扉を閉鎖しました。これにてノナリーゲームは終了となります。お疲れ様でした。なお、ゲームの終了に伴い、施設内にある9の扉以外のすべての扉は開放されます。どうぞごゆっくりとお過ごしください。残りの余生をこの施設の中で。
言って。
くっさ、全部てめえのせいだぞシグマ。
今さらシグマを責めても仕方がなかろう。
うん、そんなことをしても9の扉が開くわけじゃないんだし。
No. This isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance of escape was now to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice, Luna, the old woman? Who would kill them? Where had Quark gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. That was kind of obvious as day. It's like, alright, let's just go. I was like, alright, let me stop you for a second there. So you're gonna vote ally, right, my dude? You sure? Because look, there'd be no point in me picking Betray, because obviously, all of you guys could stop me together. So the best thing to do would be to just raise up everyone's points together so that we can just get out together. So you see, there's no reason why I would do such a thing. I just Sigma. If he really wants to vote ally, he doesn't need to go in the room, right? Yeah. Yeah. If only we could like tell Kay, it's like, yo, Kay, if you really want to make sure you vote if you really want to make sure that you vote ally, how about you stay out of the room and just let me handle it? You know, like to pretty much like that's the only way to guarantee it. The only time we guaranteed it was when Fi tricked Dio in the other route. It's like, what was it? It's like, Dio, look, there's someone behind you. What? And then Fi just went in the room without him to decide, so that Dio wouldn't push aside Fi to pick Betray. Alright, give me one moment though. And I want to take like just a very quick stretch break. I've been sitting here for like 3.5 hours. I won't be too long, but I just want to stretch a little bit. Everyone should do the same too if you've been sitting for a while. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Dun-dun.
Ambidex ゲーム第2ラウンドの一同画面にご
Uh... You chose betray. Yeah. So you picked betray.
勝負は引き分けでしたね。
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
お互い様でしょ。
Okay, yeah, I guess that's
シ
fair.
グマさんは協力を選ぶと思っていました。
If I had, you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
先ほども申し上げましたが、BP が9になったからといって、一人で脱出するとは限りませんよ。
Uh-huh. Even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. Uh-huh.
他の皆さんが9点になるまで待っていたかもしれません。
I might choose to wait until everyone else had reached 9 BP. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
私はシグマさんに信用されていないということですね。
That's the second time in a row you picked betray, asshole. Well,
これはそういうゲームですか。
says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me. Oh, it's not like I was gonna leave you guys all to die here. Ah.
確かに信用には値しませんね。
Honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
四つ葉も裏切りか。協力を選んでくれれば俺は9点になったっていうのによ。
He's gonna call the police, it's fine. Oh yeah, it's not like we're in some like freaking remote location where probably authorities wouldn't even know about or going to, let alone trust the guy in some suit of armor he can't fucking take off and then just go, hey, there's like this building in the middle of some place where people are playing like with their lives on the line. 3 people are dead, you gotta believe me and you gotta send people. It was like, what? Who the fuck is this guy? And like, they'd probably take him in just on the account of how he looks with that suit of armor.
協力なんて選ぶわけないでしょ。
ディオが9になるかもしれない状況で四つ葉が協力を選ぶと考えるのがまずおかしいな。
頭悪いんじゃない？
ち、生意気な奴らだ。
So you chose betray.
当然じゃ。ルナのバングルはもう外れている。仮に BP が減って0以下になったとしてもペナルティが課せられることはないからな。
おかげでクオーク君の BP が9ですね。
クオークが脱出するのを警戒しとるのか？
まあ彼が脱出してしまったら私たちは出られなくなりますから。
この場にクオークがいなくてさぞほっとしとるのじゃろ。
Whoa, nobody's saying that.
腹の中では何を考えているか分かったものではないわい。
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲーム第3ラウンドは星の回です。ゲートはなおこのカードキー。
Yeah, we already kind of heard the star thing over and over. As many times as we want, huh? And that means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
そういうことになりますね。
その星のカードキーはどこに？
次の CD の先だろう。
次の CD？ もう見つかっておるのか？
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the floor B warehouse.
白の扉か。もしかしたらクオークはその先に。B 階の倉庫じゃったな。
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they're open. We still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
そんなにあるのか。
次は白になるようにバングルの色を組み合わせるんですよね。
それぞれのバングルの色をか
Yeah, looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
私は紫色のペアだ。
私も同じ紫色のペアです。
Well, oh, here we go again.
お前と組むということか。ま、ディオよりはマシだな。
Actually, wait. Actually, wait, how's the color wheel again? Wait. Wait, hold on. So blue solo. So wait, there's obviously red, blue, green, to be yellow, so it's white. Oh no! Wait, no. That wouldn't blue, green make cyan, was it? And then this one was yellow, if I remember correctly, and this was magenta. Then we pair with whoever was yellow. So wait, so who's green?
なんか言ったか？
ディオは何色なんだ？
俺は緑のソロだ。
Green solo. Well, I can see they're gonna get nowhere again. Oh boy. Yeah.
おい、なんでため息つくんだよ。
気にするな。
What about you two?
わしは水色のペアじゃ。
私も水色のペア。
Cyan pair. So that means who's the red solo?
ちなみにアリスさんとルナさんのバングルの色も変わっています。
Oh. Oh, wait, am I going through a room by myself? Holy shit.
二人とも黄色のペアですね。
Then, what color is Quark?
赤のソロだろ。
Red solo, cyan. Oh.
白の扉を開けるには赤、青、緑の3色が必要だ。
But solos can't group together,
だ
right?
からペア版が紫色、黄色、水色になっているんじゃないか。紫色は赤と青の合成色で、黄色は赤と緑の水。したがって紫色と緑の組み合わせで白の扉に入ることが。
I see.
さてと、時間になったら B 階の倉庫に行けばいいんだろ。あとは好きにさせてもらうぜ。
Where do you think you're going?
ここじゃない、どっかだよ。殺人犯と一緒にいるなんてごめんだからな。
往々にしてそういうやつが次の犠牲者になるものだ。
なんだと？
あるいはそういうやつこそが殺人犯というパターンも。
俺が殺したとでも言うつもりか？
少なくとも一番疑わしく見えることだけは確かじゃな。
ふざけんなよ、クソじじい！
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
しかし本物のゼロ。ゼロボスは間違いなくこの中にいるはずです。そして今のところ殺人犯とゼロボスがイコールである可能性は非常に高いと言わざるを得ません。
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious for instance. What's the point of setting up a whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
だとしたらわしら以外の全く別の殺人犯が
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for all of us to look for the killer.
確かにここでじっとしていても何も始まりません。
そうじゃな。わしもクオークを探さなければ。
探すなら2人組になるのがいいだろう。
How are we going to pair up then?
俺は K とは組まないぜ。二人きりになった途端にぐさっとやられちまったらかなわんからな。
だったら私だってディオだけは嫌。
わしもディオはごめんじゃな。
では非常に不本意ではあるが私がディオを引き取ろう。
Oh, I'm so sorry, Pi. She's the only one that can deal with Dio.
なんだその言い草は。
一番揉めないであろう人選だと思っただけだ。それにどっちにしろ次の探索ではどうしたってディオとチームを組まざるを得ないわけだしな。だったら今組んだって同じだろ。
でしたら私はシグマさんと組みましょう。
Oh, you want to go with me again? Oh yeah?
嫌ですか？
No, but I guess you're okay.
そうなるとわしは四つ葉と組むということじゃな。
そうみたいだね。
Looks like we're all set.
では私たちは A 階の水色の扉から B 階の青の扉の先を調べる。
わしらは紫色の扉から赤の扉を調べよう。
That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse,
わ
alright?
かった。
それではまた後でな。
I really wonder what the, I really wonder what element of the story they'll change with the middle route. It's just been on my mind for a while, because, like, the one I went down had bombs. Here we had the woman that was murdered that didn't belong to the game. What, like, random, or not random, different element will they introduce? From a bomb? A elderly woman's dead body? What's next? There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
いや、誰もというわけではありませんよ。ここに例の老婆がいます。
Oh, yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, the peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Oh! Oh, that's why Tenmyoji was spraying everyone's left hand with the luminol. Oh! Because that would easily indicate who killed her and took her bracelet, since she was supposed to be the original participant. Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
一部分だけやけに綺麗ですね。
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
何か手首につけていたのでしょうか。腕時計とか。
A watch?
それが殺された後に奪われてしまった。だから腕時計をはめていた部分にだけ血が付着していないのではないかと。
A watch, huh? I don't know. It just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
確かにそうですね。だとしたら腕輪でしょうか。
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some... Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
ということは
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant, just like us.
この老婆がノナリーゲームの
Okay, is something wrong?
いえところで犯人は奪ったバングルをどこに隠したのでしょう。この施設の中は抜け道を探すときにみんなで探索しています。
Okay, please.
しかし私はそれを見かけてはいませんし、他の方々からも見つけたという報告はありませんでした。
Hello? Where else will we find bracelets in this game? Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They probably still got it.
その可能性が高いでしょうね。
God, they're so dense. Yeah. No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
だとしたら、犯人は老婆のバングルを所持した上で、正式な組み合わせとしても認証されたということになるでしょうね。
There's one imposter among us. Like I said, the nunnery games are just more elaborate games of Among Us. It's... Oh my god. What are you saying?
犯人は奪ったバングルを手首にはめていた。そしておそらく今でもそれをはめ続けている。そういうことではないかと。
So the killer's running around with the old one's bracelet.
え
And you're telling me they're probably wearing
え、
it.
そうです。心臓が止まればバングルは外れるようになっている。確かゼロウサギはそのようなことを言っていたかと思います。ですから犯人は老婆を殺害後自動的に外れたそのバングルを拾い上げ
Why?
ノナリーゲームに参加するため。では、もともと犯人はこのゲームの参加者として予定されていた人物ではなかったのかもしれません。
Uh-huh.
しかしその人物は何らかの理由からどうしてもゲームに参加しなければならなかっ
Uh-huh.
た。そこでプレイヤーのうちの一人である老婆を殺害し、
But why would someone do that?
それはわかりません。なぜ犯人はゲームに参加する必要があったのか。そうすることによってその人物は何をしようとしているのか、現段階では何とも。
That's interesting.
どうかしましたか？
Well, there's blood all over the lady's arm except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
ですね。
But none of us is wearing a bloody
シ
bracelet.
グマさん、そんなことを言うまでもないではありませんか。
Oh my god, can they get to the fucking point?
犯人はもちろん拭き取ったのですよ。
I mean, they kind of have to mention all this, but it's so dumb when they kind of mention all this.
バングルについた血を。
So you're saying they cleaned it?
何か気になることでも？
Okay! I know how we can identify the killer! Oh? We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they clean it, there should be some traces of blood left on it.
なるほど。確かにその手がありましたね。では早速ですが、皆さんに娯楽室に集まっていただくことにしましょう。ルミノール試薬があったのはあの部屋ですから。
Yeah, first we need to finish looking for Quark though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B and beat up with everyone
わか
else.
りました。そうしましょう。
Hello, Hayato. How you doing? On. There's 3 doors here too.
青の扉の先と同じですね。
But looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
確かに正面の扉と右側の扉がオープンになって構造が違うのでしょうか。
Huh. Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Oh yeah, we didn't go to the Golem Bay, in this route. Huh, what's this room?
作業台のようなものがありますが。
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check the far end,
わかり
alright?
ました。
Nothing. He's not here. Hey, Kit. Oh. Where's Golem? And no, the safe throw zone because they solved it. How's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
いえ、ちょっと。
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
そうですね。
Was there something in there before?
いえ、最初から空っぽでしたよ。
Was it?
はい。
Then what are you doing staring into an empty
ち
safe?
ょっと考え事を。一体誰がこの金庫を開いたのだろうと。
Wouldn't have been the team that went through the green door. I think it was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
いえ、その可能性は低いでしょう。ディオさんは再会した時に治療室に入ったと言っていましたからね。一方ここは表のプレートによるとゴーレムルームという部屋のようですし。
So you're saying they didn't go in here?
だと思います。ですから疑問に思ったのです。この金庫を開いたのは果たして誰なのかと。
Well, there's no point in thinking about it. We should get back.
もう一枚のオープンの方を調べてみるのですね。
Yep, let's get moving then. Where's Golem? And no one checked out the archives either. So this is the treatment center, huh?
ディオさんたちが訪れたのはこちらの部屋ということになりますね。
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
さあ、なぜでしょう。
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Oh, what are these?
ディオさんがおっしゃっていた治療用ポットというやつではないでしょうか。
The windows are covered with frost on the inside, I can't see it.
開けてみましょうか。
Yeah, we might as well. How about it? Oh. Wait. Wait a second. Oh. He was in cryostasis. Or put to cryosleep or whatever they called it. His heart would go to 0, or his heart rate would go to 0 and his bracelet's gone. We need to get back to Flore. Quark! No. Oh, no. His bracelet, it's... Oh, God.
いえ、待ってください、シグマさん。落ち着いて。彼の胸、わずかに 上下しているようです。
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive!
よかった。本当に無事で何よりでした。
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it only come off when he died.
ゼロボスが外したのでも。
How many times do we have to go over the rules of the fucking game? What?
わかりません。
Why? Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
これは治療用のポッドです。もしかしたらクオーク君は何かの病気にかかっているのかも。
He's sick? What's he got?
さあ、とにかくクオーク君のことをみんなに報告しに行きましょう。特に天明寺さんには真っ先に知らせてあげないと。
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or?
それはやめておいた方が賢明かと思います。先ほども申し上げましたように、クオークもしもそうだとしたら、ポッドの外に出すのは危険です。彼は今治療中なのですから。
I mean, wouldn't it already be compromised from the fact that we opened the pod? Oh.
さあ、ポッドのカバーを閉じますよ。いいですね。
Yeah, sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
と言いますと、
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
大丈夫ですよ。内側にカバーを開閉するためのレバーが取り付けられていました。ですから、外からロックをかけない限りは。
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
そうなりますね。しかし、ほら、ロックはかけていませんから、ご安心を。さあ、とにかく B 階の倉庫へ向かいましょう。他の皆さんはもう到着しているかもしれません。
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. Or do you think we should lock him in ourselves so that we can tell everyone we found him and then go back and then unlock it, knowing for sure that he wouldn't get out himself?
遅えぞお前ら。
一人で先に来て休んでたくせによく言うよな。
This is it?
ああ、四つ葉と天明寺はまだ来ていない。
それで
Yeah, we sure
い
did.
ろいろ何を見つけたんだ。
I explained to them how I found Quark in the treatment center.
そうか、それはよかった。
たく心配させやがって。
ですが、完全に安心できるという状態でもなさそうで。
どういうことだ？
クオーク君は何かの病気にかかっているかもしれないのです。それで治療用ポットの中に。
大丈夫なのか？
Yeah, he'll
多分
probably.
ってお前。
ま、いいじゃねえか。生きてただけめっけもんだろ。
それはどういう意味ですか？
殺されてなかっただけ良かっただろ。そういう意味だよ。
相変わらず口の減らない人ですね。
どうもありがとさん。
それで見つけたというのはクオークのことだけか？さっきはいろいろと言っていたが。
Yeah, I'll explain that after Temioji and Clover get back. There's something I want to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search two different
二
rooms?
つ？
いや、治療室だけだが。
I see. Then what was the
あ
other
の
one?
扉というのは。
You know there's that intersection with 3 doors. Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of them were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center, when you went through the green door. But the other
誰
one...
が開いたのでしょう？
俺たちじゃないぜ。さっきも言った通り、俺たちが開いたのは治療室の扉だけだからな。
ということはゼロボスか？
I don't know.
うん。ところでそのもう一枚の扉の方にも シグマと K は入ったのか？
Yeah,
中には何が？
nothing
何
really.
かを整備するための部屋のようでしたが、
たくわけがわからねえな。そのもう一枚の扉を開いたやつは一体何がしたかったんだ？
Who knows?
それにしても天明寺さんと四葉さん遅いですね。探しに行きましょうか。
No, there's something I want to check first.
調べて。
起きたいこと？
Oh boy, we're going to the rec room.
ここは
娯楽室だな。さっきクオークを捜索してた時に私とディオの2人で訪れた場所だ。
だがどうしてこんなところに？
さっきは調べておきたいことがあるとか言ってたが、
I said nothing, and instead made my way over to the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, and headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were standing.
おいおいなんだよ。怪談話でも追っ始めようってのか？
Why, scared of ghosts?
冗談だろ。
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You two five, please.
バングルを？
Yeah, I want to see the underside of them.
内側って？
I mean, the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, are you really, you really gonna make me explain this?
そんなことは分かってる。一体お前何を企んで？
Just do it. It's not hard.
私もですか？
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet's a little different from ours. But I'll join in to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
これでいいか？
Yeah, let's hold that for a moment. As I could, I pulled out the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
詰めて何しやがんだてめえ！
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Phi's bracelet is clean. That was mine, of course.
残るはディオさんだけです。
待て、反応って一体？
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
なんでそんなことをしなきゃならない？
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
そんなもん証明する必要なんてない。反応だかなんだか知らねえが、そんなもんを見るまでもなく俺は。
Then just show me your arm.
嫌だね。こんな茶碗に付き合ってられるかよ。
You don't have any rights here. As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
そうはさせませんよ、ディオさん。
Punch him! He spun around toward the other exit.
わかりま
Stop
した。
him!
なんだかよくわからんが、了解だ。
All three of us leapt at Dio. I knew it! His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
離せこの野郎！
Dio, you killed the old lady.
違う！誤解だ！これは何かの間違いだ！くそ！
なあ、どういうことなんだシグマ？詳しく説明してくれ。
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi and Kay what I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
つまり、血液の付着したバングルをはめている人物こそが老婆を殺した犯人だと。
Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off, I figured luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
ああ、そうだよ。認めてやるよ。俺があのババアを殺してバングルを奪ったんだ。
Why?
まさかお前が？
違う！ある目的のためにそうしろと命令されたんだ。
To do what?
命令したのは誰？
そいつは死んでも言えねえな。
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives.
おい、勘違いすんなよ。俺はババアを殺した件については認めるが、他は知らねえ。 アリスとルナをやったのは別の誰かだ。
That wasn't you.
シグマさん、騙されてはいけませんよ。こんな奴の言うことを信用できるわけがない。
本当だって、信じてくれ。
仮に信じたとしても危険人物であることに変わりはない。少なくとも人を一人殺しているわけだからな。
その通りです。どこかに閉じ込めておくべきでしょう。野放しにすればまた誰かが死ぬことになるかもしれません。
I think we can just leave him in the wall with a spear. But where will we put him?
鍵をかけられるようなところ。
でしたら治療用のポットはどうでしょ
Oh yeah, we could.
う。外側からロックをかけてしまえば中からは開かないはずですから。
Oh
おい
yeah.
待ってくれよ。おとなしくしてるって。
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
なあ頼むよおい。
I'll let you out when the white door is open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary
ふ
door.
ざけんな。俺はそんなところには入らねえぞ。離せ離す。くそ離せって言ってんだろうが。くそやめろやめろやめてくれやめてくれ。うわー。
Bye bye.
おい開けろ。開けやがるてめえ。
I don't think so.
覚えてろよ貴様ら。ここから出たらただじゃおかないからな。
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. We found Quark.
四つ葉と天明寺を探すだけだな。
Yeah.
とりあえずこの階の倉庫に戻ってみませんか。もしかしたら2人はすでに集合場所であるあの
Good
行ってみ
point.
よう。
Alright. Have you heard the tale of Schrodinger's Dio? Huh? Looks like they aren't back yet.
あるいは私たちを探しに行ってしまったのかも。
Oh man. Now we gotta go look for them.
白の扉が開くまで。
50 minutes.
それだけあるならまだ焦る必要はないだろう。もう少しここで待ってみないか。行き違いになってもなんだし。
Kay and I nodded.
ところでシグマ、K、待っている間に
Oh yeah.
クオークの
Oops.
さっきポットの中のあいつを見たとき、あれは
How should I know?
見つけた時にはすでに外れていたのです。
ではそのありかもわからないと。
Pretty much.
そうか、そいつは弱ったな。クオークのバングルがなければゲームを続けられなくなってしまう。
What?
CD の第二扉を開くにはバングルは3つ必要だ。それが1つなくなってしまったら
Oh no. We won't be able to go through the secondary door. Who would be pairing up with Quark?
クオーク君のバングルは赤のソロのはずですから、水色のペア版をはめた2名ということになるでしょ
Who's the cyan
四つ
pair?
葉と天明寺だ。
う。まだお見えになっていない2人ですね。
クオークのバングルは消え、同じチームのペア2名も未だ姿を現さない。
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Temioji took the bracelet?
2人がお前らよりも先にクオークを見つけていればその可能性はあるだろう。
Then why aren't they back yet?
白の扉の先に進んでしまったとか。
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
もしかしたら何者かが開いたのかも。方
How?
法はわかりません。しかし前例はあります。ほら、緑の扉の先に3枚の扉があったでしょう。あのうちの1枚が何者かによってオープンの状態にされていた。あれと同じことですよ。
But that's against the rules.
ええ、分かっています。ですが、扉を開いたのがゼロボスだったとしたら、ルールもへったくれもないのではありませんか。このゲームにおいてはゼロボスこそがゲームマスターのようなものですからね。
つまり四つ葉か天明寺のうちのいずれかがゼロボスだと。
可能性はあります。そう考えれば二人が姿を現さない理由も説明できるかと。
二人はクオークのバングルを持って白の扉の先に進んだ。
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
そうなるでしょうね。
This is all still just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
わかった。それでは。
では、私とシグマさんで二人の捜索を。
CD が解放される5分前には戻ってこいよ。あ、そうそう。ディオを連れてくるのを忘れないようにな。
Oh, of course. Although, Fi is all alone now. I'm kind of worried. Oh, no, the music stopped. Okay, no, never mind. This is the pantry?
そのようですね。
Well, looks like they're not here.
クオーク君捜索時の二人の担当箇所は赤の扉の先、すなわちこの部屋のはずですが。
Not gonna do us any, not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head
わか
upstairs.
りました。
The lounge again. Oh boy. No one here either, huh? Timothy loves scotch so much so I thought we might find him here drinking some. Oh, it was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at a shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
いえ、飲みたいのは山々ですが、私にはこの仮面がありますので。
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I got so used to the suit that I kind of forgot you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
実は、徐々に。
Really?
はい。
What do you remember?
父のことです。
When did you remember that? Did it just pop up out? Oh, don't tell me we have hidden lore with Sigma telling dad jokes whenever dads get mentioned.
ふざけないでください。私は真面目に言ってるんですよ。
Sorry. So, you remember who your father was?
ええ、
What about your mom?
どうやらいないようです。私には。
Oh. So your dad raised you?
ええ、まあ。
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
私は父が働く研究施設の中で育てられました。
Oh my god! Oh my god! always wore the plot armor. He even has a rabbit. What the fuck?
その施設で働いているのは父一人だけだったので、私は成長するまで父以外の人間を見たことがありませんでした。
Does his armor grow with him, or did they just say, "Alright, son, for your birthday, guess who's gonna get you your new armor?"
しかし何しろ生まれた時からその状況ですから、それを不審に思うことさえあり。
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Since I found myself longing for a mother of my own, someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he had ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman. My hopes soared. But when he said her name, or her ID number, they were dashed. Aww! He'd given me a robot to play the part of a mother. Aww! He looks so sad, and the bunny's all beaten up from years of use. Oh, he looks so sad. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what the human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything, before. At first I was surprised and angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me, and shooed me out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still had the education software that my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course, it was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. And after that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot. When I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. He told me stories about how he'd fallen in love as a younger man. And I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I'd never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father had gotten in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, we would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Oh no. Oh no. Pepe laughed. God damn it. That woman on the left. Oh my god. Kay's mom is dead. Oh, please, for the sake of your sanity. Oh no, wait. Oh goddamn, for Dio's sake as well. Don't remember what your mother's face looked like. Oh god. Oh god. If we leave Kay and Dio alone in a room, oh my god. Dio is just gonna get impaled on the wall again. Oh boy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye. Until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve her goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I'd throw myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a great deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do. Destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research, Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she had shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Whew, God. That was a long explanation. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
すみません。すっかりと長話をしてしまいました。
It's okay.
記憶というのはないと不便ですが、戻れば戻ったで面倒なものですね。
So, you remember almost
い
everything?
え、細かいところはまだ不明のままです。特にここ最近のことは何も。
Huh.
申し訳ありませんが、シグマさん、少し横になってもいいですか？具合
what's
が
wrong?
悪いのです。あまりにもいっぺんに昔のことを思い出したせいでしょうか。頭が割れるように痛んで。
Oh no. Are you okay?
しばらく休めばすぐに良くなると思います。
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tamioji myself.
すみません。よろしくお願いします。
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. God. It looks so wrong that he's just lying down like that. That's so funny. Well, guess I better get moving then. He's looking comfy though. God damn it, Arbor. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. Whoa, what are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
分かってる。ちょっと様子を見に来ただけだよ。待てど暮らせど、誰もやってくる気配がなかったから。その感じだと、まだ見つかってないみたいだな。四つ葉と天明寺。K は
He's in the lounge.
別れることにしたのか？
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door of the lounge and walked in. Don't tell me he's gone.
おい、どうしたんだ、ケン。
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a
大丈
bit.
夫なのか？
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside of that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
疲れ。シグマ、お前の方はどうなんだ？
What?
顔に疲労感がにじみ出てるぞ。3日3晩履き続けた靴下みたいになってる。
A week old sock? Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
さあ、
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed him. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And then there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
おい、よせよ。私のことを疑ってるのか？
No, that's not
私
it.
はお前と同じように12月の25日に
She trailed off. Huh? Wait, why would someone knock on a door? You heard that, right?
ああ、通路の方からだ。
Let's go have a look.
誰も。
Maybe they got in the
ボ
elevator.
タンを押してみよう。扉がすぐに開かなかったら、エレベーターは今。
Oh shit.
やっぱりだ。
Let's go. So now Kay is just unaccounted for, all alone. Cork's no, Cork's still in the treatment, or we think he's still in the treatment room. Clover and Tenmyoji. Which way? Where do you think they went?
とりあえず、緑の扉の方に行ってみよう。こ
Why?
の扉の先には治療室がある。そして、あの部屋のポットの中にはクオークとディオが。
Yeah, we should probably get them now. So?
気になるだろう。二人が無事かどうか。
They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. I don't think they'd hurt Cork or
言い
Dio.
切れるか。ディオはローバの殺害については犯行を認めたが、アリスとルナをやったのは自分ではないと言っていた。
So we kind of set them up in a perfect place for the supposed second killer to kill Dio and Quark.
もしも、その言葉が本当だとしたら、
Are you serious? You're gonna believe
とに
him.
かく、無事なら無事でそれでいいんだ。念のため、確かめておきたいだけなんだよ。
Alright, fine. We headed to the first pod, cracked open the top, and it lifted back. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
確かに、杞憂だったのかもしれんな。ディオの方はどうだ？
As open as. What the hell?
シグマ、脈を。
It was pointless to check his pulse, he was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
見ろ。
Oxygen level 0%. Dio Gashinda. You thought it was Dio, but it's me, a corpse. Oh my god.
ポット内の酸素濃度が 0% になっている。
And that means he asphyxiated. But
誰
why?
かがこの装置を操って酸素濃度を下げたんだろ
Who?
う。とにかくこのことをケンに知らせに行こう。ほら、行くぞ。
Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay! Wake up, man! Something's happened! When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
何か
We explained to him how we found Dio dead, and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
そんな、なぜあの老婆とアリスさんとルナさんなのにその殺人犯であるはずの彼が
The only other people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
あるいはクオークという可能性も。
Yeah, technically he could have still opened it, changed the level to 0, and then went back to sleep. What? No! That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and went back to sleep?
あくまでも可能性の話だよ。考えられないこともないと言ったまでだ。
でしたらファイさん大変申し上げにくいのですがあなたにも可能性はあるのでは
私に？
そうです。私とシグマさんが B 階の倉庫を出て行った後なら。
おいおい、冗談はその見てくれだけにしてくれ。私はずっと B 階の倉庫で四つ葉と天明寺が来るのを待っていたんだ。だがいつまで経っても誰も来ないからしびれを切らして A 階へ。するとこのラウンジの前でばったりとシグマに出くわして。
She went on to explain about the sound we had heard.
なるほど、物音ですか。だとしたらやはり四つ葉さんと天明寺さんが犯人という可能性が。
K とシグマは2人を捜索している間、
ええ、
片時も離れたことはなかった。
Nope.
いずれにせよ今はじっくりと考えている時間はなさそうです。
Oh crap. We only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
やむをえん B 階の倉庫に向かおう。もしかしたら四つ葉と天明寺はすでにあそこに行っているかもしれないし。
ところでディオさんのバングルは
Is what?
バングル？
やはり回収してないんですね。ディオさんのバングルは緑のそろばん、一方私とファイさんは紫のペアバンですから。
そうか、ふっかりしていた。ディオのバングルがないと私と K は白の第二扉を開けないんだな。
そういうことになります。
Then we need to hurry. But we'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the
い
bracelet.
え、何も3人で行くことはないでしょう。バングルは私が拾ってきますから。お二人は先に下の倉庫に向かってください。
わかった。
あ、そうそう。その前にこれをお渡ししておかなければ。
The yellow pair bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
ええ、この2つのバングルがないと青のそろばんであるシグマさんですから。さあどうぞ受け取ってください。
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
よし、それじゃあ行こう。
Shit, they're not here.
すると K が言ったように、
With Quark's bracelet?
あるいは
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. Gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then Quark and I are the only people still alive in here.
私だって2人は生きていると。だが
We heard a noise and turned. Okay.
お待たせしました。
ディオのバングルは？
それがもちろん回収はしてきたのですが。
Technically?
まあ見ていただくのが一番早いでしょう。これがポットの中に転がっていた。
Bruh! What the hell?
おそらくディオさんを殺害した犯人が壊したものと思われます。
But why? There's no point!
わかりません。しかし推測することなら。
ードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
バングルがこの状態では CD の認証をクリアすることはできないでしょう。
すると私と K は
Oh no. Ah, shit. You're gonna.
時間が来たらあそこにある3枚の扉は自動的に閉鎖される。その時誰かがこの倉庫に残ってたらペナルティーが課せられることになっちゃうんだ
なるほど、犯人の狙いはそれか。そいつはこのゲームのルールを利用して間接的に私と K を殺そうと。そのためにデュオのバングルを破壊したんだな。
ええ、そう考えるのが最も自然かと。
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
シグマ、お前は先に進め。さっき K からもらったバングルがあるだろう。あれを持っていればお前だけは第二扉を開くことができる。だから。
Oh, fuck that! You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
しかしこの場に留まっていればシグマさんまで。
You think I don't know that? But what kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Ah! God damn it! This is bad. What was I going to do? I need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had. Mother. I was like, don't do this to me. God. God damn it. Not again. Oh, I still can't figure out what the answer is for the stupid two-headed lion shit. Oh my god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Are all... What other routes will unlock the story locks in like these other routes? The answers have to be when I betray wait, who did I go here with? I forget. Wait, who was I with in the magenta doors? Wait, let me double check again with this. So it was like Fi and... Oh, god damn it. God damn, I always hate when I accidentally go back here. So we went with Luna here. And I went with Fi, and we chose to ally with her, but then we'd have to choose Betray for after that. I still don't know. I still don't know about the whole thing with the ID and password. So there's 016, but that could also be interpreted upside down as 910. And then I'm not sure what ninth with an E put in it is spelled after unscrambling it. I got 10, if that means anything, but hell if I know. And I mean, I just made this extra note about the one solo bracelet that they showed me during the flashbacks, maybe trying to indicate 10, but I still feel like I'm missing some other crucial clues. I'm pretty sure I am, but then, like, what's confusing me is that, like, normally if I'm story locked, they usually have these black question mark icons, but here it's just the regular novel icon. So I'm pretty sure the game thinks that I know it already, but I'm missing some detail. Or I have the clues and I'm just completely garbage at trying to find the answer. Maybe the only other way I would know would be to fully go through the route after we betray Luna. God, I'm gonna feel so bad for doing that. But oh boy. I'll go continue that later though. I am not, as much as I want to keep going, I am not going until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Because last time I did like, what, 7-8 hours of this? I was like, maybe we'll just read a little bit more. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. No. I know, exactly. Do it again. I'll do it again tomorrow night. I would love to keep going until, or I would love to pull an all-nighter, but if I did, I'd probably be too dead tired to stream the next night. So we'll have to pick up from this next time.